Welcome to the Amateur Hour. I'm your host, Bobby Awesome. This is the Road to Victory, ESL's Bronze to Gold tournament that occurred February 18th, Wednesday, 2014. That'd be 2015, but who cares? Anyway, first up we have Salvation versus Ling King. Salvation opted for an early timing attack, Sentry Stalker Zealot. Very powerful against a Zerg droning up. Ling King did stay on 2 bases though, and didn't get overly greedy, but the attack is quite powerful. Force fielding off the ramp, so no reinforcements can come down or any retreat is possible neither. So Ling King tries a Ling run by, but force field saved the day. Zealots sandwich the Lings in, and end of your game. Serious? Oh, WTF. Ling King brings the salt. Didn't know that was a unit, but oh man, go back to Diamond. Oh man, Salvation, oh, very good player, and takes game number 1, and it was a best of 1. So game number 1 of Bobby Awesome versus Cookie Face. I myself am Bobby Awesome, so this seems oddly self-serving. But game 1, deflect an early attack and counter with Ling Roach. Bust down the natural wall, take down the natural. Once the Cyber Core's down, nothing but for Cookie to do but GG. And here is the brackets and the results that occurred as well. This is the Road to Victory, so we will be only following the 2 finalists as well. So into the quarterfinals, you have Passer versus Salvation, Nom versus Atranus, HC Dog versus me, Bobby Awesome, DJ Spectre versus Terror. And so up next, I guess, game number 1. We have Passer versus Salvation. This is a best of 3, after all. Passer opts for some early aggression, taking out Salvation's Mothership Core, and a drop in the back while he's distracted, but this defense from Salvation is quite admirable, in fact. Trying to take his 3rd, a drop trying to counter that, to little effect. Oh, taking a 4th as well, 2/3 technically, and oh, does take out the 3rd, does Passer. And drops everywhere. Passer is an octopus. What is he trying to be here? MMA? I don't get it. Oh, but oh, the Colossus technology is up, and force fields galore. We all know how much Terran love those. Laser beams all around, and nothing that Passer has can counter this. He has no Vikings, and oh, pulling the boys, that's not going to work right now. Oh, Storm's all about. It is a bad day to be Passer. GG is called. Game number 1's done. Game number 2 coming up here. We got Passer versus Salvation, and on Deadwing, early Immortal Sentry Stalker attack to bust down the bunker. And while there's absolutely nothing that Passer could do, he over-droned, or I guess over-SCV'd in this case, and the power of the Protoss takes it. We have now game number 1 versus Bobby Awesome and HC Dog. HC Dog tries to go for a bunker, shut down by the Spine and Queens. Bobby Awesome transitions into Mutas. Ling Bane Muta, of course. HC Dog, very, very aggressive with his Marines and tanks, but taken out from behind while he's trying to kill hatcheries that are largely useless at this point. Oh, the Banes make big connections, no splits. He does lift up some of his Marines, though. HC Dog is a dropper. He drops everywhere, all day, every day. But he also gets surrounded when he's too busy multitasking as well. Oh, big Ling and Ling Bane run by, if one could call it, just smashing through a planetary fortress because Bobby Awesome doesn't care. And as inefficient as that is, big Hellbat Thor Marine push by HC Dog, taking out Bobby Awesome's 4th. But Ling production injects are on point, and that army is cleaned up. Bobby Awesome tries to take the gold, doesn't have any drones there. Brings out the Ultras, takes out the Thors, attack over. But multiple drops simultaneously as Bobby Awesome's army is out in the map. HC Dog, that drop beast, could really give Passer a run for his money. And another base taken out. Passer, HC Dog in this case, really a beast with those drops. But Bobby Awesome said, you know what, I'm done with this. Gonna go Bane your butt all over the place. Explosions all day. GG's called. Bobby Awesome storms his way through for victory in game number 1. In game number 2, we see HC Dog trying some shenanigans. Bobby Awesome oblivious to what is going on with a Reaper and Bunker. Little pressure here. Spine is put up, but all while this is happening, Bobby Awesome's losing drones. Yes, okay, yes, I hate talking in third person. I lost 1 billion drones because I didn't have my sound on, okay? Give me a break. HC Dog presses his advantage, taking out Bobby Awesome's roaches quite handily with the Marauders and Marines, now including a tank. Widow Mines at the front, eliminating any reinforcements that may come in. Bobby Awesome pulls the drones, ends the attack, but a follow-up attack comes by HC Dog. Bobby Awesome attacking, but not with all his units. Could have crushed that attack far easier with those Hydralisk support. Eventually does clean up this follow-up attack. Goes for a counter of his own, taking out the third of HC Dog. All well, HC Dog's reinforcements sat there and watched. But HC Dog goes for a counter attack while Bobby Awesome's army is out in the middle of the map, cuts him off from his reinforcements and bases. Bobby Awesome is was maxed, and took a terrible fight, not able to create a better composition, such as Swarm Hosts, and gets absolutely owned in Game 2. Game 3 sees Bobby Awesome go for a Baneling bust, takes down the supply depot. Lings off in the wrong direction, but then they finally correct themselves, taking out a gad of SCVs. HC Dog tries to bait the Lings of Bobby Awesome into those sneaky Widow Mines, but Bobby Awesome keeps them alive for the most part. Now, as you see, HC Dog has almost no workers, but tries to get back into the game by doing a drop. Bobby Awesome, to his detriment, is not at all prepared for this. He does eventually save his third ever so barely with the Lings, taking out the Marines and then the Hellions. A surround on this, I don't know what to call that, force that shouldn't have been there by HC Dog, but he does go for a drop with all the distractions, double drop in fact, while Bobby Awesome keeps his army in one place, probably checking Twitter. Drops all over the place, again in the main, in the natural. Bobby Awesome going to Ultras, walks him right by an army, loses a bunch for free because he's not paying attention. He's looking for this. The Baneling bust, again, part 2, taking out tanks and Marines. He's in HC Dog's production, nothing he could do but GG, well played. Here's the brackets with Salvation taking out Passer, Nom 2-0ing Atranus, Bobby Awesome 2-1ing HC Dog, and DJ Spectre 2-0ing Terror. That leaves us with Salvation versus Nom, and the war of the best names, Bobby Awesome versus DJ Spectre. Game 1 of Salvation versus Nom. Nom goes for the early mutas, defends Zealot Harass from Salvation. Salvation was going to do an Immortal Sentry attack, decides to pull back upon seeing the mutas to defend at home. Salvation on 2 base, Nom taking a 4th, but Salvation getting the Blink Stalkers, defending handily with the force fields, blinks onto the mutas nowhere to go. Force fields great as the attack happens from Salvation, pressuring while he has the advantage. Salvation just laying it on Nom, knowing Nom just doesn't have the production. Over droning, taking an early 4th, while Salvation stayed on 2 bases. Spines don't do anything versus Immortals and Blink Stalkers. Concave is real, GG is called. Salvation takes game number 1. In game number 2, we have Salvation again trying an early attack, deciding against it. Going instead straight to Colossus. Again, not committing to killing the third. Could have, decided not to. Forcing Nom to build more units and counterattack once maxed. Nom tries to take out the third. Unsuccessful as a million Blink Stalkers and Colossus come out. No Vipers in the mix. Some Corruptors try to take out the Colossus, but that is just not enough versus that many Stalkers to take them out as well. Salvation counters. Storms. Lots of storms. Salvation, unbelievable in his dominance in this tournament. Bringing Archons to the party. Everybody loves... Look at that Archon. He's doing a dance. Archons to the party. Unbelievable. Nothing that Nom had could take that out. Good start, but unfortunate. Game number 1 of the best names. DJ Spectre. Letting Bobby Awesome know he has a way out of this match if he wants it. Early Hellion attack by DJ Spectre. With million queens to his surprise, I'm sure. Accidental. Didn't mean to build that many queens. The Hellions do absolutely 0 damage. Banshee follow-up. Potentially powerful as Bobby Awesome has no detection. but manages to buy enough time with his queens and crush the follow-up Banshee tank bio attack, whatever you call that, but loses his macro hatch in the process. Bobby also decides to counterattack with roaches while he has the supply advantage, taking out Thors left and right, workers dying, just sitting there. There is nothing that DJ Spectre can do since his early attacks did not do enough damage. Game number 2. We see another Banshee attack. DJ Spectre persistent with those attacks. Bobby Awesome handles it quite well. Even the multi-pronged aggression from DJ Spectre does very little damage as the Lings come in while the workers run away to survive. Ling Bane come to bust in through the natural of DJ Spectre. Oh my goodness. Oh my word! All the blowings ups. Everywhere, death. There's nothing these tanks can do either. With the amount of Lings, they're not going to kill them all with their slow DPS. The Mutas transition, of course, naturally with a Ling Bane composition. Against a largely Hellbat army, these Banes are going to absolutely put in the work. Bobby Awesome spending that gas, using his terrible macro to his advantage, and absolutely smooshing this clumped up Terran army. Mech or no mech, Banes kill all. Oh my word, destruction abound, and Banes are my favorite unit. There is no better unit. I mean, name one. There isn't. Mutas come in to finish the job, but this is GG. With that, Bobby Awesome moves on to face Salvation in the finals. This is a ZVP, Bobby Awesome's weakest matchup. Salvation seems to be owning Zergs all day, every day, with little to no concern for a macro game. His 2-base timings are extraordinarily powerful versus Z and T. We'll see how Bobby Awesome can handle this in the ESL Weeklies Bronze to Gold final. We have an early attack by Salvation. He does not like StarCraft. He just doesn't. He just wants to kill everything fast and win games. Force fields the ramp, blocks Bobby Awesome's queens and Lings in there. Does not force field again. Bobby Awesome manages to get his units out. Zealots, though, cleaning up the Lings very fast. Warp-ins coming in. Queens overextended. Too much Protoss at this moment. Queens die. No transfuses left. Lings spattering in, and Bobby Awesome has no choice but to call GG. Game number 2. We'll see another timing attack by Salvation. Bobby Awesome scouts the Dark Shrine. Too late. A whole bunch of Dark Templar in your base. Bobby Awesome tries surrounding his spores to allow them to come to build so he could detect the Dark Templar, but too little, too late. Bobby Awesome floundering like a fish out of water, has no idea what he's doing. Warp-ins at his third of Zealots, takes out his Lings and Queens. Dark Templar still uncontested. Bobby Awesome forced to call another GG. Game 3. This series is blowing by quick. Salvation must have somewhere to be. Another timing attack with Immortals and Zealots and Sentries. Bobby Awesome only on 2 base, but still having a hard time holding this. Lings and Queens with transfuses and on creep, but the Zealots taking out the Lings with reckless abandon. The Queens transfusing each other like the buddies they are, but the Zealots and Immortals together. Immortals largely untouched, and they are uncontested. Bobby Awesome forced to call the GG, and Salvation takes the final. 3-0 versus NXR Bobby Awesome. That was a quick final. Salvation taking an easy 3-0, and is your champion of the ESL Play Bronze to Gold tournament. I'm your host, Bobby Awesome. For more, check out nexusrecall.com.